Good. Thank you. Then, shall we start? Okay. We are talking about attitude and job satisfaction, and technically, we are talking more about diversity, the unit 14. Anyway, so yeah, last class, and we talk about the attitude. Attitude, and do you remember the higher for aptitude and the fire for attitude? Hire for aptitude means, okay, so we employee and we recruit and we hire somebody because he or she looks capable. Knowledge, skill, knowledge is competent, and the knowledge, skill, ability. Oh, yeah, you look smart. You look intelligent. Can you please join us to work together? Attitude. Okay. However, we fire somebody. We fire somebody because their attitude, not because they are capable, but because of their reaction to a certain event. Okay, even though somebody is really good at work, and however that individual responded to like you, hey, don't touch me. I don't want to work with you. Get out of here. You are totally moron. What are you doing? And I have no interest about you. Get out of here. If you need me, just pay more. That's it. Do you want to join your project? Why? Do I need to work there? Nah. Do you want to work? Do you want to work like this negative guy? Attitude? Even though that individual graduated the best of the best schools and totally capable, I don't want to work with them. And personally, I had many students or the friends who came from the best school like Beijing University, Tsinghua University, and when I was in the schools of the Handelshochschule Leipzig, and then when I was in the University of Illinois, and I had many the Chinese students who graduated the Beijing University, Tsinghua University, and what is that? National Taiwan University. Oh yeah, okay. So they look very smart, and then I was totally surprised. Oh, their GPA, wow! Their GMAT, wow! Their GRE, wow! They must be a genius. And however, gradually, they disappear. They disappear. Why? Okay, well, you know that I'm not smart. I'm not smart. I was a stupid engineer. And then, okay, so then I want to learn something. Okay, and then whenever I ask and whenever I have a chance to talk with those guys and who graduate the best of the best school, and they usually be proud of themselves. And then, okay, so I graduated the Beijing University. So what? I need to talk with you, and we need to work together to accomplish something. I graduated Tsinghua University. So what? What can I do? I don't know. I'm Korean. Do I need to know that the Tsinghua University is good? Okay, so then, prove it. They don't prove, and they just be negative, and I don't know about how they just do not be cooperative. Then, gradually, many of them disappeared. Unfortunately, I didn't see any the Tsinghua or the Beijing University graduate who accomplished the PhD from University of Illinois in my program. Unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe they have a better something. They must have a better options or the better something. But at least, I didn't see those kind of the high performers. This is practical, but however, yeah, in the U.S., many Fortune 500 industries or the Fortune 500 companies, they do not hire the Ivy League graduates. Harvard, MIT, the Cornell, or the Columbia. Those good companies, we don't want to hire those kind of Ivy League graduates because they quit. They usually quit quickly. And they disappear. And Fortune 500 schools, they usually are interested in hiring the graduate from the Big Ten. Big Ten is not a top school, like University of Illinois, University of Michigan, and what else? Northwestern, and the University of Wisconsin, Purdue, and something like that in the Midwest and the Big Ten, the state university. Why? Because they usually are interested in solving the business problems and positive to do something, positive to learn something new. Attitude. So, attitude defines altitude. We learned that. Aptitude, good. Human capital, good. But however, attitude, we need to do that. We need to have that. Okay, and we learned about it. Okay, so negative attitude toward the supervisor. Okay, good. Your attitude determines your altitude. Because according to the Atgens theory of the behavioral intention, attitude defines your intention, and the intention creates your behavior. Behavior will make an impact on your result, and your result, your outcomes will define your altitude. Okay, so don't be afraid. Okay, so you can learn. You know that, okay, I know. And I know, you know, and we are not graduating the best of the best school. Is that a problem? No problem. And okay, so who is that? Marvin. Marvin graduated the best of the best, Beijing University or the Tsinghua University or Harvard? No. Many of the CEOs, many of the scholars, and they graduate the best of the best school. Unfortunately or fortunately, no. Attitude is a matter. Okay? Positive, be positive. Okay, good. That's the attitude. And then today we will talk about the job satisfaction and the diversity. And okay, so then shall we go? Job satisfaction. Okay, so I have a question. Do you believe that, okay, happy employees make better performance? Yes or no? Do you think so? Yes or no? Happy people work better? Happy people work better? Tail, yes. Well, Penny, yes. Anybody else? Happy people work better? Leah, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Anybody else? Anastasia, Angelina, Belinda. Excuse me. Yes, yes, yes. I hope so. Okay, so let's change the question. Do you believe that, okay, so organizations and the companies make people happy? Yes or no? Yeah, let's think about it. Many Chinese companies make the employees happy. Large big bank, Chinese bank, or the big manufacturers of Huawei or the Xiaomi. Many Chinese companies make the employees happy or discouraging, stressful. Yeah, probably you may have a few number of the students may have internship experiences. At your internship, yeah, were you happy? Okay, so then, isn't it strange? Everybody believe that, okay, happy people make the work better. However, why the companies or the why organizations don't want to make the people happy? What is wrong? And simply because that the companies or the CEOs or the managers, they are stupid. They are stupid and they don't know the happy people work better and that they just simply torture people to work or make them unhappy. What is wrong? Do you think that that is something wrong? Yes or no? Why companies do not make people happy? If they believe that the happy people work better. Isn't it strange? Aha. So there is a theory, there is a general belief. However, in reality, something is strange, something is contradictory. Oh yeah, it's natural. It's natural. Okay? Then let's try to understand. Let's try to understand. According to theory, according to research, according to the textbook, job satisfaction, happy employees who are very happy to work in a certain organization, job satisfaction is very important to improve their job performance. Okay, let's see. Job satisfaction is defined as a positive feeling, positive affection about the job resulting from an evaluation of its characteristics. That's simple, okay? And then the job satisfaction drives that the people engage in their work. We call that as a job involvement or job engagement. People get happier and happy people get involved and get engaged in their work. Job involvement is a degree of the psychological identification with a job where perceived performance is important to self-worth. Happy people work better because they engage, they involve in their work more positive way. So this kind of the job involvement can be measured by a few number of the indicators, psychological indicators. We measure those kind of things. Okay. So there is a psychological empowerment. Psychological empowerment create a job involvement more. They make the people more happier. Psychological empowerment. Psychological empowerment is belief in the degree of the influence of one's job, competency, job meaningfulness, and the job autonomy. That means you can try something because that your manager or your boss or your authority let you have the authority to work like in your way. That's empowerment. So simply, okay, so I say 1 + 1 is 2. So then if somebody say 1 + 1 is not a 2, but Harvard, hey professor, 1 + 1 can be 2.5, 1 + 1 can be the 0.5. And then in that case, I reply like this. Shut up. 1 plus 1 must be 2. Yo! Just follow my way. Shut up. Then, will you try to do something else? 1 plus 1 is 1.2. 1 plus 1 is 0.5. 1 plus 1 becomes 1,000. You may not try because you are totally controlled by some authority. Do you want to work? Do you want to bring a new idea? You just to comply some authority. Is it innovative? Is it creative? However, what if my response is like this? 1 plus 1 is 2, I suggest. However, it can be different. Can you say something more? I will give a freedom. I will give autonomy. Okay, it can be. And somebody bring, hey, professor, 1 plus 1 is 2.0. Probably. And somebody bring, 1 plus 1 must be 1. And then I will say like this. Oh, can you elaborate that? Why do you think so? 1 plus 1 is, generally we believe that is 2. But why do you think that 1 plus 1 is 1? And then maybe you say, 1 plus 1 is, okay, so man and woman, get together and they become one. One family. Anything wrong? It's okay. I just give you freedom. I just give you ability. I just want to give you autonomy to think in a different way. That's fine. You will try something else. I empower you. You do your work in your way. I don't control. I encourage that. I empower you. I make you more powerful. And you get more powerful. And you do your way. Then you will involve in your work. Then you will be happier. Okay? That's the empowerment. Good. And there is another indicator of the organizational commitment. Okay, commitment, that's very similar to the involvement. Organizational commitment is identifying with a particular organization in this goal and wishing to maintain the membership in the organization. And then, if you're happy, if you feel it's valuable, and you will say, I graduated to WKU. And I still a member. And absolutely, I love to stay in the WKU. I want to do something for the WKU and for the CVPM. I want to keep my membership. I'm happy. Why not? If you feel good. Okay? Theoretical models propose that the employees who are committed will be less likely to engage in the work withdrawal, even if they are dissatisfied, because they have a sense of the organizational loyalty. Okay? Even though the organization betray you or the organization cannot make you very happy, but however, if you have a sense of the belongings of an organization or the group, you work. You work. It's somewhat different from the happiness. Till you actually connect. Hello? Something wrong? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, something was wrong in the network. Okay, so then, I talked about it. Okay, so, again, something's wrong. Okay, I talk about a job satisfaction, and the job satisfaction make you engage in your work. Okay, and that is related with the psychological empowerment, organizational commitment. Okay, and then there are a few more, and the perceived organizational support. If you feel that your organization or your manager support you emotionally, and psychologically, maybe you will get involved in your work. Okay, for example, if the professors, if the teachers or instructors very nice to you and encouraging you to study more something in a more positive way, probably, okay, you feel more supportive. You feel more supportive and you will do your work better. I hope so. But however, that's your choice. That's your choice. Even though the teachers or instructors very nice, but however, yeah, that's their choice. And for example, this is my personal example. Okay, I was very nice. I was nice to the Kane Union students, but unfortunately, their performance is not good, and they do not engage in their work because they are busy, and their purpose is different from you. They have their jobs, and many of the Kane University students, they have their jobs. They are performing jobs, and they don't have enough time to focus on their study. And their purpose of the studying at the Kane University is they just to complete the bachelor degree, college degree, and to improve their salary. That's all. Their purpose is different from you. So then, even though I was very nice, I was very supportive for the Kane Union students, and their engagement level in the studying is somewhat different. And however, fortunately or unfortunately, in WKU, I am torturing my students. Torture. I'm not nice. I'm a bad professor. Yo, I'm a bad professor. Shut up. Just drink. Yo. Okay, in WK, I am. I'm not that supportive. I'm not very good, I think. But however, my lovely WKU students, you are working hard. You always get A or A minus from my course. And that made me very happy. However, I feel very guilty. I feel very sorry. I want to be more supportive. But however, I have too many students. More than 30 students in a class, that's too much. And usually I had only 12 or 15 students at the Kane Union. So then I'm not quite supportive in WK because I have too many students. I'm sorry. Yeah, please torture me. But however, that's my reality. However, my lovely WKU students, you simply work hard. Anyway, I wish that I can make you feel more supportive. Anyway, so perceived organic support, throughout the managers or throughout the teachers, okay? And that's the degree to which the employees believe that the organic value there, contribute their careers about their well-being, okay, cares. And however, the high perceived organic support is related to the high organic citizenship behavior. OCB is a organic citizenship behavior. Okay, that's organizational citizenship behavior. Okay, you will behave more nicely. You are committing, you are helping to each other. Okay, so then, if you feel more support, you get the more support from the organizer or the group of people or your manager. Okay, you will work better. You get engaged in your work, and then you will get more happier. And the employee engagement level is that's a degree of the involvement with, satisfaction with, and for a job and the engagement. Engages employees affectionate about the work and the company. Absolutely. Okay, so we have a few number of the different indicators and the concepts. Okay, under the umbrella of the job satisfaction. So many studies and many researches support the idea if we can make the people happy, people work better. But however, I am asking again, Why companies and why many organizations do not make the people happy? Keep thinking about it. Okay, I'm still studying about it. I don't know. We need to think about it. Anyway, so here is another case. Here is a more practical question. What will happen if we cannot make the people engage in their work? If we cannot make the people happy, what will happen? What will happen if an organization does not make people happy? What will happen? Belinda, what will happen if I do not make you happy? What will happen? Leah, if I cannot make you happy, what will happen? The company is no efficiency. I think so. I hope so. Anything else? People will quit. Oh, exactly. That's a high turnover. And they left. Okay, they do not come. Absenteeism. Okay, and then their low performance or poor performance. Right? Then here is a why WKU, the faculty members leave. Do you know that? Many of the faculty members, many of the instructors, many of the teachers are leaving the WKU every year. I'm sorry. Okay, why? Yeah, top secret. Whatever. Okay, so why? Why people leave? Why people leave us? It's heartbreaking. Why people leave? Blues. I see. Why people leave from us? It's heartbreaking. I know. Hey? Am I wrong? Something wrong? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do you believe that WKU teasing and the torture teachers and that they get unhappy and that they leave? But however, I just want to share my practice, my understanding. Okay. Unfortunately, the things are getting more complex. Things are more complex than we think. Okay. This is not a problem of the unhappy or the job satisfaction itself. Okay. Many teachers are happy. And many teachers love you. Okay, we want to stay here. But however, so there is two big reasons why people leave. First one is involuntary. Okay, the involuntary leave. Many reasons. And the school don't. Okay, that is not the individual teacher's choice. But however, many teachers laid off or the left and suggested to leave by the organization. I don't know. We want to keep everybody, but however, school always change more than 25 or the 20% of the teachers every year. That's non-voluntary leave. Really? And the inevitable leave, another thing. Okay, many body have their different problems. Okay, and then okay, so many body miss their family, and many body got another better job in the U.S. That's inevitably. That's not a problem of the satisfaction. And there is a tax problem, financial something. Okay, many Americans need to pay that the double tax to the Chinese government and the U.S. government after 3 years. The 3 years is the maximum. After 3 years, they must make a choice. They must compromise more than the 40% of their salary income to stay here. So things are complex. I just want to say, make the people happy is one thing, but however, the people, managing people is much more complex than we think. Don't make too simplify. Don't think too very simple. Okay, things are more complex. Things are more complex. Many things are affecting to the HR issue, people issue. Okay, so yeah, don't be stressed and don't get upset, please. Anybody really want to stay here, but however, yeah, anybody can make their own choice. Okay, yeah, please understand us. Please understand the many teachers. Yeah, we are individuals. What can we do? Anyway, so the answer: what will happen if we cannot make the people engage in their work? Okay, and what will happen if we do not make the people happy? And then what will happen? This. Your organization will be full with zombies. Do you know zombie? Zombies? And zombies, yes. 강시, 뿅뿅뿅뿅, 강시? Chinese. Yeah, 강시. Dead but undead. Undead one. 강시, 장시. 창시. Dead but the jumping. 강시, 장시. Do you know that? 강시, give me a second. Yeah, 강시, Chinese. 강시, Chinese. 강시, 강시? This. On that, Chinese on that. Am I right? 장시. That. Okay. 장시. Okay, so that's zombie. 장시, 강시. Zombie. Okay, so people get zombies when we fail in make them engage, when we fail in make them happy, when we fail in energizing the people. Okay, and let's see what are the zombies are doing in organization here. Okay, the zombies are the simply you can understand they are the highly disengaged employees. And zombies, okay, highly disengaged employees in the work, okay, they dread the productivity. They kill the productivity because they don't work. Okay, and then they are uncommunicative. Few opinions don't matter, and the clock in, clock out. Just to come, just to go. Don't touch me, yo. Don't touch. And then, even though I want to talk with the employees, okay, and they just, I don't want to do. Okay, and hungry for the feedback and the autonomy and the goals. Absolutely, and like the zombies, always looking for the brain, or they're always looking for the people's blood, and they are looking for attention. Okay, how they draw the attention throughout making trouble, really. And okay, so zombies they physically decay, but however they are the zombies in the workplace, they are killing their motivations, and they also kill the others' motivation. Zombies create the zombies. Yeah, zombie. Okay. Oh, I am alive. Yeah. And the zombies. Yeah. And I become zombies. Oh. And then I will make a zombie. Zombies create zombies. Really? And the risk your organization success. Absolutely. They kill the organization's vitality. They kill the resources. So if we do not make the people engage, if we do not make the people vital, if we do not make the people happy, absolutely, our organization will be filled with zombies. And then we cannot do anything. Bureaucracy. And there is a word of this. One day, CFO asked this, "Hey, CEO, what will happen if we invest in people and they leave? What will happen? Totally losing the money." And the CEO answered this. Okay, CEO answered this a smart answer. Like this. "Hey, CFO, what will happen if we do not invest in people, but they stay with us?" Zombies. You will have tons of thousands of zombies, and you will totally surrounded by zombies. Who want to make you zombie? Who want to kill the organization? That is your choice. That is the leader's choice. Do you want to create more zombies, and do you want to make the people alive? That's a leader's choice. Okay, good. And response to the dissatisfaction, and then if the people are unhappy, there are a few number of the different reactions. Okay, and then there is a constructive active. Make a voice. Hey, something is wrong. We must make a change. However, destructive way. Hey, enough is enough. I quit. Exit. Passive and constructive. Loyalty. No matter what the organizations do, I keep my work. And the passive and the destructive, neglect. That is a zombie. This is zombie. Organizations are totally full with these passive and destructive zombies. Maybe you can imagine that your father and mother, your father and your mother. Okay, maybe your father and mother work. Okay, and your father and mother is totally happy to go into the workplace? Probably no, because that according to statistics, in Asia, okay, in Asia, the employee engagement level is significantly lower than the Western world, and that's around 80%. Only 15% of the students. Employee engagement level is 15%. Okay, so 15 to the 19%, no more than 20%. Okay, only 20% of the people are working in the workplace as a human being, not a zombie. They are engaging in their work. And in the Western world, no more than 30%. And however, significantly, the Asia has a more poor ratio of the job engagement. And that means that though in Asia we have more zombies in our organization. And then, oh, absolutely, the 8 out of the 10 your father and the mother will be unhappy. Unhappy at the work. Not easy. Management. We need a better management. What if we have at least 50% of the people, workers, who are totally engaged in their work? How we can make anything, we can do any business. Really. So, job satisfaction is related with defining zombie or person, zombie or worker, zombie worker. And so far, 80% more zombies to only 20% of the people, workers. However, what if we can improve that the ratio of the people who are working good and then lower the degree of the zombies 50-50? Wow. Let's ask you, okay, in WKU, okay, are you happy? However, we want to make you happy. We want, because that we want to see you alive, and that we want to see you more vital, and that we want to see you more energetic to do something by yourself. It's a problem of the people management. That's what we are learning about at the that's what we are learning, and that's what we are studying in the organizational behavior. Okay, think about that. Good. And then what zombies do? Absolutely, they kill the organization, they kill the people, and they contagious, and they infect the others, and they kill the motivation. Okay, so this is our fact. This is our statistics. Why ideal people leave? And then many of the managers think, management think, people leave for a better salary or for a better something, okay, for money. Managers think the people, young people, especially for the young people, they leave their job because they want to make more money. But in reality, no. People leave their boss. People leave their boss. However, boss, managers do not know that. They do not accept that. However, we leave the people. We do not quit our job. We quit manager. We quit boss. That's related with organizational capital, social network, and the social capital as well. Okay? So please keep in mind, people do not quit their job, but they quit their people. You will do. You will do. I think so. I did too. Okay, and then, yeah, we think about it. How we can make the people happy. What factors make the people happy? Pay here. The more money, the make the people happier. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But yeah, relatively lower. And promotion or promotion, not much. However, supervision, your boss and your friend, your coworkers make you more happier. Good. However, the most influential factor that make you happy is work itself. Work itself. if you solve a very challenging problems in your work by yourself, you will get happier no matter what. So anybody just talk about it, the better boss and better manager, not much. Better money or the better promotion, not much. Work itself. Because we are business problem solver. Okay, so then please try to understand making the people is not easy. We need to manage well. We need to manage well. And if we cannot make the people happy, make the people meaningful, make the people feel good belongings, they become zombies and they will kill us. Job satisfaction. Okay? Good. That's a job satisfaction. And then we are going to the diversity. Do we have enough time? Diversity. Next to the organizational structure. Okay. Okay, whatever. Diversity is here. Okay, this was happened a few years ago, and then there was a blackmail in our union campus. Maybe you don't know this. However, yeah, nowadays, and I am hearing a few number of the exchange students at exchange students at the Kane Union, okay, and they got this kind of threat on campus. That is now happening, something. And the Kane University Police urged that the vigilance after the threat made against the black community, and that was said like this: I will kill every black males and the females at the Kane Union. And I will shoot any black person I see at the Kane Union. Really? That happened. And recently there was happened to Asian students. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but however, that is our reality. There are a few number of the unreasonable or the unacceptable the threat toward our Asian students on Kane campus. Is it okay? No. It's totally unacceptable. And okay, in terms of the diversity, why we appreciate and why we respect the diversity. Okay, Asians, Caucasians, blacks, and the male, female, and the more diverse campus we are looking for Hispanics, old, youngs. Why we respect our diversity? Because that is related with this. Do you remember the wolf? Give me a second. Okay, so wolf. Maybe you remember this. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Can you see that? Let's play with this.
One of the most exciting scientific findings of the past half-century has been the discovery of widespread trophic cascades. A trophic cascade is an ecological process which starts at the top of the food chain and tumbles all the way down to the bottom. And the classic example is what happened in the Yellowstone National Park in the United States when wolves were reintroduced in 1995. Now, we all know that wolves kill various species of animals, but perhaps we're slightly less aware that they give life to many others. Before the wolves turned up, they'd been absent for 70 years, but the numbers of deer, because there was nothing to hunt them, had built up and built up in the Yellowstone Park, and despite efforts by humans to control them, they'd managed to reduce much of the vegetation there to almost nothing. They'd just grazed it away. But as soon as the wolves arrived, even though they were few in number, they started to have the most remarkable effects. First, of course, they killed some of the deer, but that wasn't the major thing. Much more significantly, they radically changed the behavior of the deer. The deer started avoiding certain parts of the park, the places where they could be trapped most easily, particularly the valleys and the gorges. And immediately those places started to regenerate. In some areas, the height of the trees quintupled in just 6 years. Bare valley sides quickly became forests of aspen and willow and cottonwood. And as soon as that happened, the birds started moving in. The number of songbirds and migratory birds started to increase greatly. The number of beavers started to increase because beavers like to eat the trees. And beavers, like wolves, are ecosystem engineers. They create niches for other species. And the dams they built in the rivers provided habitats for otters and muskrats and ducks and fish and reptiles and amphibians. The wolves killed coyotes, and as a result of that, the number of rabbits and mice began to rise, which meant more hawks, more weasels, more foxes, more badgers. Ravens and bald eagles came down to feed on the carrion that the wolves had left. Bears fed on it too, and their population began to rise as well, partly also because there were more berries growing on the regenerating shrubs. And the bears reinforced the impact of the wolves by killing some of the calves of the deer. But here's where it gets really interesting. The wolves changed the behavior of the rivers. They began to meander less. There was less erosion. The channels narrowed. More pools formed. More riffle sections, all of which were great for wildlife habitats. The rivers changed in response to the wolves. And the reason was that the regenerating forests stabilized the banks so that they collapsed less often, so that the rivers became more fixed in their course. Similarly, by driving the deer out of some places and the vegetation recovering on the valley sides, there was less soil erosion because the vegetation stabilized that as well. So the wolves, small in number, transformed not just the ecosystem of the Yellowstone National Park, this huge area of land, but also its physical geography.
Okay, can you see that? Okay, give me a second. Diversity. So then, before we introduced that the wolf, a herd of the wolf, just 12 wolves, and then the Yellowstone Park, they totally lost the diversity, ecological balance. And then the Yellowstone Park was totally turmoiled, and that's totally barren, and there was almost nothing. And so many scholars and many people, many smart guys, they introduced many different kind of the interventions, some things, everything was failed. And however, a few number of the biological, the intellectuals, they introduced, hey, we can introduce that the wolves. And then anybody just replied, what are you talking about? That evilous animal? Nothing was changing. So then they tried many things, but however they totally failed. So then they just give them a chance to those kind of the biological and the ecological scholars, smart guys. And then they just introduced a few number of the herd of the wolves, and then fundamentally wolf changed the behavior of the animals at the Yellowstone Park, and consequently that wolf changed the behavior of the river, and the river changed the whole ecosystem of the Yellowstone Park. Small changes make a dramatic consequences. We call that is a butterfly effect. A small, tiny something, the changes change the whole ecosystem, whole system. Butterfly effect, or the complex theory, or the chaos theory. Diversity is the extent to which the member of the group are similar to or the different from one another. There are two different types of diversity: surface level diversity or the deep level diversity. First, the surface level diversity is easily identifiable, like your skin color, your race, your gender, ethnicity, your age, or the disability. It's physically visible, it's easy to understand, and then we discriminate. White guys hate the blacks. Blacks discriminate the Asians. Asians ignore the white, ignore the Hispanics. Hispanics, they are isolating themselves from the another. Males differentiate themselves from the woman. Women, they just isolate themselves from the people. Disabilities, they are ignored. Youngers, boomers, millennials. Surface level diversity. Okay. However, yeah, we have a rule, we have a law, and we have a non-discrimination law, and we have a few number of the act. Okay. So yeah, okay, that's fine. We can do something. However, the problem occurs usually here. Deep level diversity. Your personality. Your value. And your work preference. Your happiness. Your psychological mood. Your emotions. Is not visible. But however, that make more impact on the human behaviors. Many talk about the surface level diversity. Yeah, we can do something. We need to do something. But however, we need to manage the deeper level of the diversity as well. Absolutely, because we have a bias and the heuristics. You learn that. We need to be able to manage those kind of the hidden something. We need to be able to manage the diversity, okay? The process and the programs by which the managers make everyone more aware and sensitive to the need and the difference of the others. Respect the others. Diversity is more successful when it's everyone's business, not just for the certain group of people. Everybody must aware we are respecting the diversity. Okay. And there is a few number of the practices in management. Okay, HRM, attracting, selecting, developing, and retaining, and the diverse employees, and the diversity in group, and diversity have heard or the group performance. And group performance is dependent on the facilitation quality and effective diversity program like a legislative training, leadership training, members training, whatever. We do whatever we can do in order to keep our organizational ecosystem healthy. I want to make my company, I want to make my organization healthy. If we totally lose the diversity, it is not healthy. That is turmoil quickly. Maybe, okay, so maybe this is one of the example of the why Chinese soccer team is not good. And do you believe that those individuals, those soccer team players, Chinese national soccer team players are really bad? I don't think so. Personally and individually, they are good. Individually, they are competent, they are good, I think. But however, why they do not work better? Why they don't win? It's a problem of the team spirit. in my personal opinion, okay, and they do not respect others. That kills their team spirit. They cannot be united. Probably this is not a problem of the skin color. This is not a problem of the discriminative something, okay? But that is a problem of the deeper level diversity. Probably. Okay, whatever. We'd better to respect others. We have a rule. We have a act of this. Okay, a long story short, we want to treat the people as we want to be treated. We have a golden rule. Yeah, there are a lot of the rules, but however, please keep this golden rule. Please treat the people as you want to be treated. If you want to be treated nice, if you want to be treated gently, if you want to be treated kind, please be gentle, be kind, be nice. Tip for 10. Okay? Respect others. Please. Respect the diversity. Diversity is getting more healthier. Diversity gives us a chance to get more healthy. Really? You can't believe in me. Don't do this. That kills our morality. Hey, what? Give a second. What are you doing? Okay, yeah. Okay, don't do this. Don't do this. You, my lovely students, you, my smart students, please don't do these stupid things. We need to respect others, regardless of the color, regardless of the gender, regardless of the age, regardless of the ethnicity, regardless of the nationality. We respect our people. That is our value. We need to manage that well to make our organization healthy. Okay, so so far so good. Any question? But however, yeah, that is your choice. Absolutely, you can make your own choice. But however, I just want to suggest, because from my experience in Germany, I fight back and I made the troubles and I fight against with the Italian guys on campus. And when I was in the Urbana-Champaign, I fight against with the African guys who abused me. And I was suffered from some things from the German heritage community. I feel bad. Don't do that. I don't want to be treated like that. So, I don't want to treat the people in a bad way. I want to treat the people in a nice way. Okay, good. And, okay, yeah. Give me a second. And again. Yeah. Please complete this course evaluation. If you cannot give me the evaluation, I can finalize that the score, the final score. Please help me do that. And then, if everything is fine, can I see you next week, next Monday? And the next week is the final week for making a class. That will be the last week for doing class. And after next week, we just check our the final scores and something, and then only one more session, open session, in June 1st. In June 1st, we will have a live session, but that is a casual session, and that will be all. And the next week is technically that is the next week is the last week for teaching and learning. Okay? Good. And can I see you next Monday? Okay, I will see you then. Bye Belinda, bye Taylor, bye Ellen. Angelina, bye. Nicole, bye. Nicole, bye.